Frag Squad, welcome back to another episode of Wrestling the Week. I am your host, Rob, and in this video, we are recapping WWE Smackdown from this week, as well as we continue our grind through Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Ranked. We are now in gold, and we continue to climb. So buckle up, sit back, continue eating them leftovers. Let's get it. So we kick off SmackDown with the women out in the arena, all for the War Games match. They're all doing their smack talking back and forth to set up for the match at the pay-per-view, which is tonight at 6 p.m. Saturday. Make sure we all tune in to that on Peacock. But the match, however, I don't care about still. They didn't do anything to make me care. I'm just kind of out of it. It seems like a War Games match for the sake of having a War Games match. And I'm sure they'll all put on a great performance and they'll do a very good job because they all are very good at what they do. However, actually putting some interest into this match and giving a crap about it, I just don't. Our first match of the night we're going to get into is Shinsuke Nakamura versus Andrade. Now, Shinsuke Nakamura is packaged to be a ruthless killer, which he should have been packaged the entire time that way because that's what he is. He is a ruthless killer in the ring. He's one of the best professional wrestlers they have in that locker room, and he's not been used the way that he should be, and I'm hoping now that is exactly what we are going to get. Shinsuke came out with a purpose, and that was to destroy Andrade. The match even did very good of that heel persona. I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed what Shinsuke was doing. After the match, Shinsuke did get the win, and LA Knight comes out to try and attack Shinsuke Nakamura, but he responds very quick, and LA gets misted. He gets misted right in the face, goes blind, rolls around in the ring, and Nakamura just walks away silently and looks back and just has this look on his face. I think Nakamura wins the title over the weekend. I think he wins at Survivor Series. Let me know what you think. We now get a couple backstage segments here. One is Nick Aldis going up to the Bloodline and letting them know that, hey, this match is very important tonight. It is to set up for War Games for the advantage. And since it's so important, everyone's banned from ringside. So no one can be at ringside for the match. Solo Sikoa tells him, you know what, that's fine. All right, Nick, we get it. No big deal. And then we get to another backstage segment here with Ciampa and Johnny. And Ciampa is telling Johnny that he has one more week to figure it out and get it together, or else he's doing things his way. Which means he's going to go out there and he's going to just start demanding his title shot, and he's going to take out anybody and everybody that gets in his way. So Johnny's got a week. He's got a week to figure it out. Will he? We don't know. It's yet to be seen. I'm really curious as to whether or not Johnny is going to teeter more over towards being the good guy still like Johnny always is, or if maybe we can get Johnny to kind of dig into a deeper, angrier part of him. That's what I would really like to see. Because we've already seen Johnny go babyface, Ciampa be mad at him. We've seen that feud over and over and over again. I would like to see Johnny get angry and go more heelish here, and they have a match with Motor City Machine Guns, because Ciampa and Johnny against Motor City would be phenomenal. Now we have a video promo from Kevin Owens saying that Cody deserves what he's getting. And Kevin Owens makes some valid points here. They show some video packages from all the way back to 2020 when Kevin Owens was getting attacked by the OG Bloodline and Roman Reigns, and he was getting put through tables, and he was just getting jumped and handcuffed to the ropes and constantly being attacked by the Bloodline. So Kevin Owens makes some good points here. Like, you are siding with the bad guy at the end of the day here. That Roman Reigns isn't the good guy in this scenario. That he has tortured that company for years. He makes good points. And Kevin Owens says he's going to get what he gets at Saturday night's main event. And he deserves it. We now get into, after that, Cody Rhodes versus Carmelo Hayes. Okay match. Decent match. Didn't really understand the purpose of it. I think it was just kind of a filler here. Cody, I don't think either, is wrestling at Survivor Series today. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely too sure. So I don't really understand the purpose of the match, if I'm being blatantly honest. But it was still an okay match at the end of the day. We now get a really good video segment between Punk, Roman, and Heyman. Very cinematic-esque promo that they're doing here. Punk is telling Roman, I'm only doing this for Paul. I'm not doing this for you. They both go back and forth, Roman and Punk do, about how much they don't like each other. Roman says he doesn't want his help, that he can do it on his own. But Paul Heyman stops him and says, listen, you need Punk's help. We have to have help. That Solo has had the upper hand here for months now, and without the help, they're done. And Heyman turns around to Punk and says kind of the same thing to him. Like, if you don't help us, they will come after you next. Like, you're tied to me as well. You're now tied to this because you came out and attacked them. You will be next if you don't help us out here. So they kind of go back and forth explaining to each other about how much they don't like each other, but they do agree that they will work together for this one night and one night only. Punk reiterating the fact that he's only doing this for Paul Heyman. And at the end of it all, Punk tells Roman, that after all of this, there will be a favor owed. And Roman says, I'm not going to owe you no favors. Punk says, no, not you, Paul. Paul's going to owe Punk a favor. What that favor is going to be, Paul Heyman did not say. Roman did ask. But Heyman said, let's just get through Survivor Series first. So I am very curious as to what this so-called favor might be. Let me know in the comments what you guys will think, what that favor could possibly be. The next match up that we are going to get into is another match in the first round in the Women's U.S. title tournament. It is Piper versus Lash Legend versus Mi Chen. I believe Lash Legend is replacing Jade Cargill since she is out on injury. And I will tell you this, Lash Legend put on a show. She really impressed me. Last night, that was the one thing that I tweeted, was how good Lash Legend looked in that match. She was strong as hell. At one point, she caught Piper when she was trying to do a crossbody. She caught her and body slammed her down. I mean, this girl, she put on a show. She really did. Chelsea got involved at one point, but B-Fab comes out and she puts Chelsea in her place, starts beating her down, and they start brawling to the back. Lash Legend here at the end gets the lash extension on Piper. Looks like she's going to get the win here. They count 1, 2, but Mi Chen jumps off of the top rope and stomps it to interrupt the count. And then that's when Mi Chen takes over the pin on Piper and gets the 1, 2, 3. So Mi Chen wins that match, moves on to the tournament, but again, I think the shining star in this match was Lash. She did a very good job, very impressed, and I can't wait to see what else she has. Next, we now get, before the main event match, Nick Aldis going up to the OG Bloodline and telling them the same thing he told the other Bloodline. Hey, this match is too important. You guys, you're all banned from ringside. It's going to be a 1v1 scenario. Nobody is interrupting this. It's too important. Bloodline agrees. They say, all right, not a problem. And we get into the main event. It is now main event time. We get Jey Uso versus Jacob Fatu for the War Games advantage. And this is Jacob Fatu's first one-on-one match in WWE. And boy, did he shine. This match was great. I really liked this match a lot. I enjoyed it a lot. I think both men did a phenomenal job. Fatu was grinding Jey down and just using his strength to his advantage. At one point, though, Jey does kind of get the upper hand. He jumps out of the way as Fatu's running into him in the corner. Fatu hits his shoulder there on the ring post, letting Jey kind of get a little momentum here. He gains control, but Fatu is just too strong. Fatu does end up coming back. There was a swanton from the top from Fatu, but Jey gets his knees up, so now he starts to get a little more momentum there, and he gets a Jey Uso splash from the top rope. Fatu kicks out at 2, and then rolls out of the ring. Jey then runs the ropes, does a swanton bomb, or a dive to the outside, rather, and starts clearing out off the announce table as Fatu's down on the ground. And then Fatu does get back up as Jay's kind of running back around and catches a boot to the face. He knocks Jay down. Remember, the announce table is clear, and Fatu grabs Jay, stands up on top of the announce table, and gives him a Samoan drop on the announce table. That announce table didn't give either. It hit hard. It did not break, did not give. So then Fatu rolls Jay back into the ring. He does the DDT facebuster, moonsault from the top. 1, 2, 3. Fatu gets the win. And the Bloodline now has advantage into War Games. That wraps it up, Frag Squad, for our WWE SmackDown recap. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Remember to tune in to Survivor Series tonight at 6 p.m. on Peacock. And until next time, Squad dismissed.